Hello everyone, welcome back. Firebird Gaming here, and I'm going to create today episode 5 of Firebird Plays FTL Advanced Edition. Now before I just jump in, I want to apologise for the lack of videos lately. I've had a lot going on in my life, just trying to get on top of everything, but I'm able now to get a recording going, and we're going to jump into episode 5, and we're going to use our newly unlocked ship, which is the Taurus here, which is the Engi cruiser. So we start with 2 Engi and 1 human. And what I'm actually going to do here is rename the human to Styles RJ, who is a YouTuber, an FTL player, evidently a much better and more knowledgeable player than I, as he provided a lot of great feedback lately on my videos. If you've probably seen them in the comments if you read the comments. So now I've got a human that's named after him, and also check out his channel if you like as well, and have a look at some of the content that he produces, which is great. He's a fellow Aussie having a crack at YouTube as well. So yeah, that's the endorsement I can give. We're going to have a try to play on normal this time. Each time we unlock a new ship, we're going to have a crack at normal before we move to easy, just because I think, you know, we can sort of see how we play with the new ship, also see if we're getting better, and then if we don't, we'll go with the easy mode instead and try and beat the flagship that way. Just looking quickly to see what we need to do. Complete 2 for layout B. We'll have 3 drones functioning at the same time with the Engi cruiser. That should be relatively easy to do. Destroy an enemy ship using only drones. Well, I mean, if we pick up 3 drones, we're probably going to be able to take down an enemy ship, assuming that in the first sector or 2 and we get a couple of combat drones. And the third one, have 4 enemy systems or subsystems ioned at the same time. That one might be a little bit harder, but I think the first 2 are definitely going to be attainable, and we might unlock the second layout. Or we can defeat the flagship with any layout and get the Engi cruiser victory. So just having a look quickly what's different with the ship. It's a square structure instead of the rectangular structure before. Only 2 sets of entrances and exits, as opposed to 3 on the previous ship. We start with 1 ion weapon, which takes 3 power, and we also start with the drone system and 3 points in drone. And obviously the 2 Engi crew members, which I mentioned before. And can we change the way they look? Oh, we can. I don't really know. Let's go with that. Can we change the color of these guys? No. Okay, cool. So we're going to go with that. We're going to jump in normal mode with the Taurus. Let's see how we go. We start with no rockets, obviously, as well, because we don't have a need for them. We don't actually start with enough power to get this drone. Oh, yes, we do. It won't let us start it until we get in. It's okay. Let's work around the top. Since it's sector 1, we want to get in as good a position as we can. Hopefully have a crack at the Engi cruiser here. Obviously, if we do, like last episode, I'll split the videos into 2. If we don't, it'll all fit in one video. So we're going to investigate the nearby planet. Try to communicate peacefully. And nothing from that station. But we didn't get in a fight. We probably should have got in a fight. I don't know. I think that event can play out differently. I've had it give me a range of different outcomes in the past. We'll aid the civilian ship. So we're going to use our iron blast to take down their shield, and let our combat drone do a bit of damage. Make the shields again. The thing is, we're going to have a really good repair capability with these 2 Engis. Just while we're going through the first sector, I'm going to talk about a couple of other things I'm doing on the channel in the next few days, hopefully. I'm going to get started with another Let's Play series. It's going to run side by side with the FTL series. I'll try and make sort of an episode for each every time I do an upload. I should have this on auto fire. And we'll pick up the win there. And I'm looking at 2 or 3 different games. If you've got a preference, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm looking at either Papers, Please, which I really enjoy. For those who don't know, it's sort of a... They responded to a good thing, you came when you did. We pick up a burst laser, which will take 2 power, so we might use that down the track if we upgrade our weapon system at all. So yeah, Papers, Please, you work as a border control officer in a what can only be described, I guess, as an Eastern European or a communist country. And you sort of you control who comes in and out of Astovka, I think it's pronounced, and you get paid for every successful person you bring in. So you kind of want to do it with a bit of haste, but you don't want to let anyone in who's not authorized to be in. So they need to have visas that you check, amongst other things as well, and they might have a criminal record, or pick the drone up. They might have a criminal record, or their gender might not match up on their passport. There's a lot of different things that could cause you or allow you to reject them rightfully. So you sort of have to keep an eye out for that, and it's a balance between rushing quickly as you can because you're getting money for letting people in, but at the same time not rushing so quickly that you make mistakes, and the money then goes towards feeding your family. So it's pretty grim, but it's a really good game, and I think it'll be fun for a Let's Play series as well, because it's one of those games where you can make a fair few mistakes. That'll be fun for you guys to tune in and watch, and it also gets progressively more difficult as well. Okay, picked up 3 fuel, a rocket, and 18 scrap, and another 2 fuel and 17 scrap. So good first few jumps so far. Another game I'm looking at is this War of Mine. Don't ask me why I've picked 2 really depressive games to look at. I might use this ship as the one I'm going to try and take down only with drones, since they don't have a shield. I can fire up the drone element, and we can just wait, I guess. What we will do is get him to heal the med bay. This War of Mine, you control a group of citizens in a little makeshift shelter during a war. They need to fight for or scavenge resources of all kinds. You need to manage their... Here we go, got the achievement. You need to manage their happiness, so obviously they'll be sad if they run out of food or if one of their friends gets injured. You need to manage who sleeps, who defends the fort. I think that'd be a really fun game to sort of progressively work towards as a Let's Play series, as opposed to like FTL, for example, where every episode is sort of its own run. We could sort of have a crack with this War of Mine. And then the third one, which I'm not so sure about, and I need to gauge interest on this, would be playing some kind of grand strategy game like EU4 or Crusader Kings 2. I think that'd be really cool as well. That's probably one of the least likely options out of the other 2. I'm really looking to either go with this War of Mine or Papers, Please. So if you've got a preference, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, I'll make a decision in the next day or so, and you'll obviously know what I decided on based on the first episode. The other thing I'm going to do, I don't know if you guys watched my due diligence video, which is a series I do showing new and sort of upcoming games that have been released or recently released on Steam, just to sort of give them a bit of exposure. So you might have seen my one I did for Spacebound, and you might have checked out the game as a result. Got another one in store for you guys called Jump Step Step, which is a programming puzzler, and I'm hoping to get that out in the next day or 2. So keep an eye out for that as well. That'll sort of give you a brief look at the game, show you a bit of gameplay, and then show you where you can buy it if you're interested. So keep an eye out for that. Plenty to look forward to in the world of Firebird gaming. Sorry for the little hiatus, as I said, but I'm hoping to continue to produce content moving forward, and I hope it's relevant for you guys as well and interesting. So back to FTL, we're going to try and dislodge the ship by shooting at the rocks. Say thank you, and we pick up 15 scrap. We probably should have looted them, but we didn't. We should have time to get here, store, and then leave, even though it's a nebula station. Okay, we don't have enough power. Can take down that and feed first laser? No? Why not? Oh, okay. We're going to take one out of... I don't want to take one out of shields. Can't take one out of either of there. I'm going to take one out of engine. Then we can't get out of here. Pretty much our only option is to just sit here and use our shields and try and get out of here. I can't see a way we can engage them really, because I can't take... not without taking shields down and putting that power into weapons, so I'm not going to do that. We're just going to charge and get out of here by putting 2 points in engine. And oxygen's down, so we're going to have to go work on that. I should get the weapons guy to go do that, because the extra man here will add a level to our engines and allow us to charge a bit better. Actually taking a bit more damage than I would have hoped, but we'll nearly be able to get out of here, which is okay. And we'll jump to the store without taking any more damage. Good. Okay, so we could pick up an intruder drone. This would be pretty cool. What are these? Explosive replicator, missile-based weapons have a 50% chance of not using a missile. That is utterly useless to us at the moment. Distraction buoy leaves a false signal, delays rebel by a jump, or defense scrambler prevents enemy defense drones from targeting anything. That could be good, but we're going to go with one of these, I reckon. I really want to get the intruder drone, even though it requires 3 power, or we get the defense drone, which requires 2. Let's go the intruder one, I think that'll be fun. And then we can use hacking. No, we don't have enough scrap. We could pick up a flak gun, would be good at some point for taking down shields. But we'd have to sell something to get it, and I'm happier with what we've got instead. So let's leave it at that. One of the tips I picked up from Styles RJ was not to leave, or not to heal up to 100% every time, because you can find a lot of stations that will help you as a reward. They'll heal you ship up, so I'll follow that advice. As I said, he's quite knowledgeable in the game, so I won't disagree with him there. I'll leave my hull where it is. Demand the surrender of their goods. Let's get into a fight again. They're trying to escape, so I'm going to use 1 or 2 shields, irons on the shields, take them down, then I'm going to target the engine so that they can't get out of here. Actually, I'm going to keep alternating between... Well, I could even... No, I'm going to need 2 iron weapons to go for the achievement, I think. My iron isn't lasting long enough. That was a pretty easy fight again. 8 scrap, not much, but 2 rockets and a drone part. And we're going to get out of here to the next sector. The other bit of advice I got was, what was it, as a rule of thumb, avoid purple and Zoltan controlled, and go for pirate, rock and rebel for lots of free stuff like Engi. Well, I think following that advice we're going to go with the civilian sector. Alrighty, I kind of want to get out of this nebula and walk around this way. Let's do in the nebula. Not a lot we can really do. Again, I should upgrade my reactor. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, because we're spreading all our battery power really thin. We have to do the same thing as last time, I think. Or I can try and hit them with a burst laser. Let's see how that goes. Take their shields down. So far we've just taken the 1 damage. We're being mind controlled, but that's okay. Now that did a bit more. Once he stops being mind controlled and starts fighting for us again, let's use an intruder drone. No, we don't have the energy. The battery power. We can use the combat drone and this fight quickly. And 1 more shot from the burst laser should finish these guys off. Took a bit more damage than I would have hoped there. Mainly because the shields went down. I've lost oxygen as well. Good thing is we've got the Engi to... Oh, they're not dead. Ah, they took down our drones. It's okay. This guy needs to be healed. Picked up 19 scrap, 2 fuel, 2 rockets. Ooh. Okay, we should be able to suffocate that fire. Oxygen is going to spread back, and this guy can start to heal the shield. Now, does the augment only work if the medbay is powered? Yes, okay, so we do need to power the medbay. And then they'll get healed outside of the medbay. So let's upgrade my reactor a couple times so that I can keep the medbay powered all the time. And this fire should be out soon. Shields are back up. We can fix these hull breaches shortly. Why are we still not getting oxygen? Because oxygen isn't powered. Would have been a horrible way to end the run. Well, you might actually die. I think he's just going to be okay. God, that would have been an awful way to end the run. I might have just quit. Quit doing FTL Let's Plays after that. That would have been a bit of a shame job. But, he needs to get out, get to the med bay. He's going to be okay. And we're just going to survive despite myself making a number of mistakes just then. We're down to about a third of our life now, so we'll probably want to upgrade a little bit next opportunity we get. And picking up some crew members at some stage in the future would be pretty handy as well. Major critique I received from my last few episodes was to get cloaking early. So if I can try and hover around 150 scrap whenever I get to a store, I will, so that we really have an advantage when we... so that we really have an advantage when we go up against the flagship cruiser at the end. Alrighty, finally going to be able to get out of here now. Once we power our engine. And we can get out of the nebula as well, which means we won't have any of those sort of battery issues we were just facing. And we go straight into a asteroid belt. Beautiful. Alright, let's pause first. We need oxygen, obviously. Would we rather have the burst laser or the ion blast? I reckon we're going to go with the burst laser for now. And combat drone. So we can keep their shields down and our shields up. We'll be able to make sure they take a bit of damage from the asteroid belt. So let's go with this. And our priority will be keeping our own shields up. That beam did a fair bit of damage. We should be able to get shields back up relatively quickly. We're going to send this guy down in here to speed that process up. We're going to accept their offer just because we don't have a great deal of hull at the moment, and we need to repair our own shields so that we can not get hit by these asteroids. Like that. And like that. This is actually going pretty badly. Shields are nearly back up, which is good, so we'll be pretty much safe from those asteroids now. Let's send another guy in to help with this. I don't think asteroids can hit twice in the time it takes the shield to recharge. We'll just heal this back up, and these guys will start to heal, and we can finally get out of here. So that was actually a way worse station than I thought when we first got here. Let's go one more station and then jump to the store. Scout the sector, delay the rebels, fight the ship. We could fight them. We've got 2 interesting looking weapons and 1 bar of shields. Thinking if we change to ion blast, because that seemed to work better, then we could also use the intruder drone. Let's try that. Let's fight them. YOLO. Pick that down, put that up. This charges really quickly. And our intruder is out. And he's landed in the oxygen. They've got to deal with that. This was a terrible idea, wasn't it? This was an awful idea. As long as we can manage. Yeah, he's still out there. He's still having a crack. It's an ion intruder, okay. Right, so it seems to take down just... yeah, okay, it does ion damage instead of fighting damage. That makes a lot more sense. I really should get my head around what I'm using before I use it. We've taken down their weapons. He's actually doing some great work. We're probably going to win this fight as a result. We can jump now away if we need to. We've kept their weapons down. I want to hit their shield one more time so that they're down, and then I'm going to swap to Ion Blast, try and ion 2 more of their stations, and we'll get that achievement. Are we going to get it? Yes. And we'll go back to this. And we've unlocked the Engi layout type B. So, one way or the other, this run was sort of a success now, which is good. We can at least have a new layout next time to look at and try. But I think I'm going to win this fight. I enjoyed it more when he was targeting the weapons. Looks like he's sort of going for a bit of everything now. And we're going to have our shields taken down. Let's get out of here. We're biting off more than we can chew. I need to use everything I've got on healing. Probably didn't need to use that much. Panicked a little bit. So our only intruder is down for a little bit. That's okay. It's noticeably more difficult than easy, obviously. And we're sort of struggling a little bit on Sector 2. We've got 2 distress beacons in a row we can hit here, which is good, because one of them hopefully will give us a good scrap reward that we can go back and spend at that store. Okay, I want to go back to combat drone this time. Burst laser and combat drone is going to be our combo for this fight. And we're going to take shields down. They've only got 2 weapons, which is good, even though they've got these tough shields to get through, but they're both rockets, so we might take a bit of damage here. Thankfully that missed. Burst laser takes a long time to charge, that's the only problem I've got with it. But he's going to hit. Ooh, missed again. Okay, so we've got a little bit of good luck there, but we're missing as well. At least we're charging so we can get out of here, don't forget that. That missed. That finally hit, but we were due to take some damage, that's okay. Now our combat drone is going to get a little hit off. One of their weapons down. We've got an intruder. Oh no, we've been mind controlled. They don't have boarding. And another hit there. No. Piloting station's down, which is a little bit of a problem. Styles RJ needs to get on the healing and the repairing as soon as he can. Getting healed while he repairs, which is good. Shields are starting to go down, so I'm probably thinking we're going to have to get out of here. It isn't really going as well as I hoped. We're not really equipped well enough to fight. We've been mind controlled now too. This could be the end of the run, unfortunately. Piloting's back online now. The shields are down, and staying down. Like a little Coles reference for any Australians. Thankfully that missed. We're actually going to be able to just get out of here, I reckon. But we are nearly dead. We got no scrap, so it's not like we can use our shields. What's at the other distress beacon? Promise to help. Okay. Disable the defense system or remotely repair it. Let's remotely repair it. 31 scrap, great. We can jump back to that store. Or we can go to this store. Can we go there? Yes we can. Oh, I don't know why I did that, because this could be a fight. Too dangerous. Alright. Mind control would be great, cloaking would be great, but we need to heal. We're doing really well on resources, which is good. Like fuel and drone parts have never seemed to sort of dwindle too much. And the good thing is, if we can ever sell rockets, we will, because I'm not planning to take any... let's do it. Any missile weapons or anything like that, so we'll just sell those if we ever get one of those events. Oxygen will spread out here in a sec, and we'll start to heal this shield up. It would be unwise to go anywhere without that being healed. And return, and jump, another store. Well, then we had more scrap. This could have gone so much better. We don't need to buy fuel. I think we can get to one more sector before we come back. We can definitely beat this ship. Check their weapons down as soon as we can so that we're not at risk of taking any damage. We still took some anyway. That's okay. Taking them down. Only got 11 scrap for our troubles. The rewards are pretty average these first 2 sectors, but that's okay. just going to get there. That was a really unnecessary risk, kind of like in the first 2 episodes where we ended our run from making a mistake, but it's okay. We're going to be alright. Lots of free stuff, Engi sector. Alright, we're going to the Engi sector. I think it's suitable as well that Styles RJ is the pilot, because he's kind of piloting this episode. A little ironic. Asteroid field, this isn't good. We're taking a bit of damage already. Probably going to be a ion intruder job, I reckon. Need to keep their shields down, and then just burst laser and asteroid them to death, hopefully. Level 2 shields would be really handy for us at some point too. Yeah, their cloaking's ended. We only took 2 damage. It's okay, but no, it's not really okay. We need these drones to be able to function, and we're taking a bit of damage now. We're going to have to put the engine guy on that. And there was a fire to put out too. You can get back to weapons, we can get the ion intruder drone, but I'll wait till cloaking finishes. And we're about to take a bit of damage. Yep. Okay, ion intruder drone can go. Weapons are getting fixed, sensors are getting fixed, this is okay. He's landed, he can start taking out stuff, hopefully they're weapons. Not going to worry about sensors for now. We really need this engine to be working so we can at least get out of here if we need to. This Engi's going to have to run. I'd say we're going to have to jump to get out of here, which we will be able to do in a second once he has a bit more health. Let's get him to the med bay, let's get this guy down here on the engine. Just fix that up real quick and we can get him back out there. He doesn't have time to get to full, we need to go. And charging, jump. We would have been okay that fight if it wasn't for the asteroid field. Defense drone for free, that's okay. These guys are healing, so let's get them out there fixing stuff. We'll be able to have a good look at our ship. Yeah, there's a couple of breaches up here too. But they'll get creamed by these 2 Engis. That's quick. Alright. Can jump into the med bay for 1 second. And back out. Alrighty, what are our options now? Store with hardly any money might be the play. Let's go there, and if the store's not in the next zone, we'll be able to go there. Otherwise we can get away, so we're not kind of putting all our eggs in one basket, which is good. Have your Engi crew member negotiate with the Engi ship. And we've lost him. I think we're pretty much buggered now. We're down to 2 crew members. I don't know what, obviously I've done a lot wrong, but this has gone really badly. We're in the 3rd sector, down to 2 crew members. I mean, we should be okay when this fight, I reckon. No, they've taken our drone out. Let's send an ion intruder out there and change to burst laser. No, we're in trouble here. They've ioned our shield, they've taken a bit of damage, they've got a couple of weapons. Yeah, this is going to be the end of our run, unfortunately. We can jump out of here and try and get out of here, but I think I'm kind of delaying the inevitable at that point. Try the combat drone again. We need oxygen. Combat drone took out their defense drone, that's good. When the burst laser fires again, we'll be able to take their shields down. Yep. Might actually hold up here, the defense drone's back up. I know I could jump away, but I feel like I might as well just fight this one out, try and get a reward. Otherwise I'm going to keep getting 30 scrap, going to the shop to heal, getting 30 scrap, going to the shop to heal, and never actually progressing enough to the end game. We've got 1 health, we need to take them down. We might actually get away with it here with the burst laser hitting. Come on. We got 1 health each, and I'm gone. that's the end of that. Pretty average run. My apologies for that. I'm going to use the second layout and probably play on easy for the next episode. Thanks very much for checking out the video. Really appreciate it. There'll be more coming, and as I said, there'll be more FTL, but also one of the 3 games I mentioned, so leave a comment below if you're interested in one of them. And there'll also be a jump step due diligence video coming soon as well. So keep an eye out, a lot of exciting things to come. Thanks for checking it out. If you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe button. That would be amazing. Love you guys. Thank you. Goodbye.